Alright, Scott, finished up your 32nd scale, finally. 32nd scale Peterbilt truck. This is going to be kind of an awkward video to do because it involves a large lowboy trailer as well, for you people that are watching this that didn't know what I built. So, it's going to be kind of an awkward video, the way I'm set up here to try to do this. So anyway, we'll try to work with it the best I can. Again, it's a Peterbilt. I don't know the exact number on this one. I meant to look it up before I started the video, but I didn't. So, anyway, we didn't do it. This is, again, the hood opens on this. I kept with red, white, and blue, obviously. Little flag on the side and everything. So I tried to stick with that theme, and I know, Scott, you don't mind. I asked you about doing some painting on it. Of course, you don't care anything about when I do the interiors and everything. Any of you that ever bought these, you know that the interior is just a piece of black plastic, so there's not a whole lot of detail to it. Motor same way. So what I ended up doing a little bit of painting on the motor, red, white, or not red, white, and blue, but just some red and blue on the motor. Painted the block and the valve covers and stuff on it. Had a little bit of detail to it. Also painted the interior red and blue for you, Scott. Kind of look cool. You and your son can fight over this one when you get it back. There's the interior. How well it's going to show up. Anyway, red and blue on the interior. Highlighted the gauges and some of the controls and switches and stuff on the dash. Add a little bit more realism in as well. So anyway, it turned out pretty cool. Also added a couple of antennas on the mirrors. Those will probably come off in shipping. They're just glued on with like a rubber cement, so those can come off. But I'll throw them in a bag for you. Just so when I was looking up your sound card information or sound card stuff to make your card, I noticed a couple of trucks had the bigger the antennas like that. So I thought, man, I just thought about it to make a couple of antennas for you as well. Added the yellow bar to the top. And this one also has sounds to it as well. So basically, electronic-wise, I got the sound card. Separate switch for your caution light bar, headlights, and then you have taillights on this one, and then your electronics. So let's go ahead and go over this real quick, and then we'll deal with the trailer. The switches are located under the, guess what would be technically the gas tanks maybe on this, but anyway, they don't look like gas tanks on this. The stairs here going in. Did the cab lights on this one, which you already knew that because I sent you pictures of that. So you got the cab overlights, and you've got your headlights on this one. Nothing on the interior. A little bit of light may shine. Nah, not much. Blocked it out pretty well, so it won't be showing through. And then, of course, just your red tail lights on this. Switch over on the passenger side, turn it on, and it activates your rooftop caution, your light bar on the roof. He's pointing right at it, kind of drowns out everything. There's your yellow bar from the roof. Of course, you can see it from the front and rear. Again, I don't have a lot of room on my desktop of this. That will operate without the lights. So you can run with the lights, without the lights, any combination thereof. Let's turn this back off. And you've got here's the lowboy. With this, anyone that's bought any of this type of stuff that JADA makes knows that they kind of put when they do any detail, it's in the tractor itself. The trailer doesn't get much attention. This one, when Scott sent it to me, or when it was sent to me, was all orange. Just orange plastic all the way. So used some like Krylon plastic paint, painted the whole trailer, went over the areas. A lot of the low boys have the wood on the outside edges, so painted that a little bit more of a wood color on this, and added some, I don't know what you want to call them. They were a different type of texture, so I assume some kind of corner plates maybe to help hold the wood in place. Yeah, we painted aluminum. That's what we went with on that. Added 14, you'll see them here in a second, 14 LEDs right down the belly and up the back and everything on this trailer. So there's 14 LEDs on each side. And then also added, I can show it here, Landoll decals on both sides. There it is on this side, if I can get it in the picture. Again, 14 LEDs down the gooseneck and belly and the rear over the axles, tri-axles of this trailer. On the rear of the trailer, get is going longer than I thought it would have to. On the rear of the trailer, yes, we do have mud flap grill on the mud flaps. Added a little bit of aluminum paint to the bottoms of these, make them a little bit more chrome looking instead of just black plastic. Also added some reflective tape like on trailers. As you can see, it's the actual stuff on trailers. They look like big fish scales, but once the camera is really making them reflect, and I got a text, makes them look a lot worse than it really is in person. You don't even notice the scales very much in person. So I had a couple strips of that, and also we have red taillights, steady taillights on this, and added one of your Landoll decal to the rear of this. Let's go ahead and hook this up to the tractor, couple it, and then what I did on here, just like your wrecker has, you'll see your connector in the back, and it's coated red to red. Plug this in. Well, I'll just go ahead and turn this way so you can see a little bit better. And when you flip your lights on, you get my arm in the way. You get your LEDs on the trailer. I'm going to pick the camera up. You get your headlights, cab lights, and then of course all the trailer lights. Spin this rear end around. There's enough cable to see that. You can see your steady tail lights as well. Of course, both sides are lit up the same on that. Again, 28, 29, 30, 32 LEDs on the trailer alone. So anyway, very lit up. Turned out very nice. Now, let's get back to the tractor. Pop this trailer back off. On the back here, on your, I think you call it the headache board, headache wall or something. I'm sorry, anyway, headache something, I'm lost. There's 3 buttons on the back. You said you wanted just some diesel sound and then maybe CB radio. So I ended up doing, the first one's just a semi starting up and idling. We'll press it. I think with this type sound card I can get about 30 seconds. So it idles for 30 seconds. Here it idle up a little bit, just a notch. You can press it again and turn it off. Press the second button, is a air horn, like a flyby. Pop that one. And then your third one is a CB conversation. I can only get 30 seconds again, so it's kind of a short conversation talking about some police, I guess, have some people pulled over up in your neck of the woods. It's up towards New York near Buffalo. So you can hear CB traffic. Again, if you just press the same button again, it stops. I'll say that if I press the right button. And then you can press, I can change the button, go to the air horn. And again, the first button will start up and idle. Guess I could shake it a little bit since it sounds like it's cold. Alright, and then I think your brother asked, I don't know why, but said something about putting the wrecker and the tractor trailer in the video together. So let's turn this on. Turn this on. We're going to set these off to the side just a little bit out of the way. Let that diesel idles and warms up. And then let's throw your wrecker in here as well. I've already done a video on it. Headlights, cab lights, and tail lights and everything on it. Let's go and turn all the caution lights and everything on it as well. Have them in the video together. I think your brother wanted to see them parked or sitting together, so there you have those. And also went ahead and added some antennas to the wrecker. Like I said, they'll probably come off in shipping, but again, I'll send them with it. You can always glue them on. So anyway, Scott, I appreciate it. Sorry about the mix-up on the rooftop light bar. It's on there now, separate switch, so it doesn't matter. Got it, and this video is going way long. So appreciate the orders, and I'll try to get your other ones as soon as possible. Thanks again.